Yeah, sure. Okay, but should be quick, huh? Then we can go into the actual part.
So Hare Krishna everyone. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful evening. So thanks to Harish Prabhu and Bhakti Mataji for organizing this beautiful event. And today with us we have his glorious Sudama Prabhu, who has come to
New
make
definition.
make our occasion special. And Sudama Prabhu has been in Germany for the last 20 years, and he has been conducting a lot of outreach programs, preaching Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and a lot of people over the last 15 plus years. He's a disciple of Charanmukhanna Maharaj from, and we thank Prabhuji for joining us today. And today's topic is very critical. Is Bhagavad Gita really relevant in today's life? So the best part about Prabhuji's lectures is he kind of combines scriptures and practicality into play. So I'm sure all of us are going to have a very divine evening. Thank you, Prabhuji, for making it today. And
Saturday wine is more important. Divine or divine. Some wine, yeah. So anyway, thank you very much for your nice words. So apart from that, I am disciple of His Holiness Karan Maharaj. Whatever he said, you can just ignore. As I've already mentioned that I'm very happy that kids can come forward, so there's more place. Huh? Bharat can sit in my lap. Priyansh on shoulder. Okay, maybe you can bring it here so that then it doesn't disturb anyone. It's too.
yes,
Okay. You should have CC camera. Okay. So as Harish Prabhu is very devotional, that he comes to the temple very enthusiastic in service, I thought he would ask some interesting subject that at least I can speak. This is very difficult subject. Someone usually tells, can you speak on Bhagavad Gita? He's asking, speak about Bhagavad Gita. Which means, if it was to speak a verse from Bhagavad Gita, it would be okay, we can go more deeper. And usually I'm very slow. If I take one verse, it takes 2 hours. So now, if anything happens, I'm not responsible. It is Harish Prabhu. His desire was strong, and then we're going to dive in to understand the value of Bhagavad Gita today. Jai. See, nice, auspicious omens. Huh? No, that's fine. I'll tell when to. The question is, who knows Bhagavad Gita? Bharat, you don't know Bhagavad Gita? Oh, shy. You know about his Bhagavad Gita? No, you don't. You? Anyone else? I think you have been thinking, hey, it's such a silly question. Why are you asking? And huh? The reason I'm asking is because we have kids here. I just would like to understand and accordingly pace what I'm speaking. Who knows everything in Bhagavad Gita? This is also a silly question, right? Because it's not possible to know everything of Bhagavad Gita. So why are you asking all these questions? Not to come into difficulty, not to put you in difficulty. Between these two questions there is a lot, isn't it? Neither we know everything, we know something. That is very dangerous. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, one who knows, one who is a jnani, he can have a very peace of mind. He can attain bhakti very easily. And a person who is mad, foolish, he is also happy. Why? Because he can also sleep well. It is only someone who is in the middle. If we know little, but we don't know everything, then there is a challenge that which side should I go? Should I go more this side? Because in the end, we want peace of mind. We want happiness. When we are getting up in the morning, then we go to the altar, wherever the deity is. We just Bhagwan, Sukh Shanti milna chahiye. Sukh, nahi? Who wants Sukh? And Sukadev Goswami is giving lot of Sukh, but we don't want that Sukh. We want something which is, I define what is that Sukh. For some, that Sukh can be health. For some, it is wealth. For some, it is wine. Divine. WWW, right? What is that? Wealth, woman, wine. .com. Come means to come. We all want that to come. Dot can be said that. All this, that to come. Sukh Shanti. This is what we pray. Why? Because we all want happiness. But when it comes to knowing how, then we take it a little easy, because if you give me for free, I can take it. But if you have asked me 100 euros, 50 euros मिलेगा. And if I say 50 euros को मिलेगा बोलेगा 25, discount 50%. That 50% will always be there. When you say, okay, 25, after all, we have come from very far, we will give for 25, 50% discount. Then he says, I have to ask my wife. No, not about. Or I think with 25 euros, it's too much. 15 euros, okay. In the end, when we say, okay, do give whatever you give, he says, I'll come back. It is amazing, right? It is amazing that on one side we want happiness, but we do not know how to get it. There is a very rich person. Some of you might be even richer, but this rich person was so much rich that he thought, I have everything except peace of mind. And he has only one thing, anxiety. You know what is anxiety? You can't sleep well, always thinking, oh, of course, when you're so rich, what will you get? Only anxiety, right? So much anxiety that this guy went to a teacher. He went to a teacher and said, can you please teach me Bhagavad Gita? See? For him, 50 euros, 25 euros, 10, doesn't matter, na? Rich person. And then interestingly, this teacher, because he is eager to give Bhagavad Gita, and such a nice opportunity, someone is coming and asking, give me Bhagavad Gita. We are not talking about book. We are talking about the Gyan of Bhagavad Gita. And then he said, okay, fine. We'll go very systematic. Yeah? Some of you may know that Sundays we have systematic study of Vedic scriptures, and very systematic. So this teacher, he said, let me teach you Bhagavad Gita from chapter 1 to chapter 18, and it will take 3 months. Oh, no. 3 months. 3 months? Come on. I don't have time because I need to manage money. No, but tell me even faster, because I don't have so much time. 3 months is too much. Then this teacher is still, he was trying whatever he can give, because, so then he said, okay, Krishna has concluded the whole essence of Bhagavad Gita into one verse. Sarva dharma parinjacha mamekam sharanam raja. Ahatvam papebhyo mokshaysyam asucha. He said. But then to understand this 18th chapter, it takes more time. To understand this verse, it takes more time, because 18.66. Come on, how many verses have to be to come to 66? He wanted even faster. Come on, that is still will take a lot of time. I want something more faster. He said, Ma Sucha means free from anxiety. So, this teacher gave that, what he wanted, free from anxiety. And the teacher gave him free from anxiety. And he said, just remember this. But he said, I have come to you because I am I have a lot of anxiety. That's why I have come to you to know what should I do so that I can be free from anxiety. And that is there in Bhagavad Gita, but you have to read from chapter 1, 2, 3, because it's a gradual culturing of our understanding of this wonderful wisdom. It doesn't just come like, okay, push a button. Yeah? We all want, right? How do you do laundry? Put everything automatic. One button and then should be so fast. Can Bhagavad Gita be so fast? It can be fast if we can be so simple. A machine is working so far, so automatic because everything is there so that it's a simple, that you just simply push a button. Are we so simple? And now we trace back. When is Bhagavad Gita spoken? Anyone? Huh? In Kurukshetra. Where in Kurukshetra? Jyoti sir, see, they are coming up more close. Huh?
Yes. On the when Arjuna was in conflict of whether to fight the battle or not, so that's when it was spoken.
When was that? Do you know which year? I mean, you can say roughly.
5,000 years.
See, 5,000 years. 5,000 years there was a crisis. What do you call? Recession. Huh? Those days were different recessions, yeah, by the way. Thank you, Mother. So, we see that it was spoken under some terrible crisis. The crisis is of different nature. I think these days we have handled that very well. Because of micro families, there is no problem. You do your job, I do my job, taken care. But we have different problems. Isolation. Because of isolation, there is no support. Because of no support, there is depression, the anxiety, and all these things are coming. We are handling different problems. But now the question is coming. Bhagavad Gita was spoken when that problem was there. When we don't have this problem, is Bhagavad Gita still valid or relevant for us? Anyone?
I think it's depend on the context, because if you see, we still have the conflict. Maybe it's not the war, but you have some different conflict.
Okay. What you're saying is, we definitely are in one or the other kind of trouble. So we need Bhagavad Gita in one way or the other. Yeah. Anyone else?
More than before, in today's time, there is more trouble and conflict.
This time is more dangerous than before. Okay.
But I think if we have that wisdom, we can bypass the conflicts. We can lead our life more steadily. I think. So that will.
Okay.
I think every day we encounter the situation of conflict.
Conflict.
What should be good, what should be done,
Yeah. It is something like when a wind is blowing very, very fast, if you don't have anchor, the boat can go here, there, here. It can go down and then gone. Yeah. So every day we don't know which tide is going to come and hit. But how can Bhagavad Gita? This is the point, yeah, because we have come across so many historical facts. Now we don't even care, right? So, but why is Bhagavad Gita so relevant? Is it because that in our constitution, Bhagavad Gita is the book on which you swear? What is the logic between swearing on Bhagavad Gita? I swear that I am speaking truth. Why? Because Bhagavad Gita is non-different from Krishna. So, if there are God lovers here or God fearing, At least Bhagavad Gita is very important. Why? To love or to fear? If we want Krishna, Bhagavad Gita is there. These are the direct words of Krishna. When Krishna is absolute truth, how can his words can be relative? Which means whatever the instructions or the guidance that he would have given to Arjuna is very much valid. Why? If you see in the 4th chapter, by the way, your answer is half correct. Anyone wants to say the complete answer? It was in Kurukshetra, you said?
Yes.
Jyoti sir?
The battlefield.
In the battlefield? In the middle of the battlefield? Okay. Okay. Yes?
It was spoken long back to Sun God.
Okay. Yes? When was that long back? Huh? Everyone with me? Everyone with me? Yes? Because, something new, right? Bhagavad Gita, we want to know how is it relevant. We need to know, trace back when was Bhagavad Gita actually came. Huh? Krishna is saying to Arjuna, this is from the 4th chapter, Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Imam Vaivasa te yogam proktavam aham avyayam vivasvan manave praha manur ikshvaku bravit. The personality of Godhead Lord Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga. Avyayam. Vyaya means we know, right? Whatever is remaining. Avyaya means there is nothing that can remain. Everything is whole. Which means it's imperishable. So when Krishna is saying it's imperishable, and when he gave, first of all, the science is imperishable. The second thing is, he spoke this to the sun god when the creation happened. When this universe has come into existence, when sun god came, the sun god was instructed the science of God, which is Godhead, which is Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is saying, what I am saying you now is already spoken at the beginning of this creation. So Bhagavad Gita is not something, again to the washing machine. When we buy a washing machine, it is not that the washing machine comes today and after 6 months the operating user manual will come. No, right? The instruction manual comes when the machine is made. And Krishna, when he created everything, he also given the wisdom how things are related. And then from the sun god, Vivasvan, then it went to Manu. He is the head of everyone. All the mankind has come from him. So which means the sun god has given this knowledge to Manu. And Manu has given to whom? King Ikshvaku. Sun dynasty. Amazing, isn't it? So Bhagavad Gita was given. And that was the reason why all the previous yugas were very, very peaceful. Why? Because people had so much faith in Bhagavad Gita, what was given. When everything was so nice, what happened is, it says further, Krishna is saying, this is not just given and then left. No. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarsho viduhu. Sakalena mahata yoga nashta parantapa. What happened is, this knowledge which was given to the sun god, which came to Manu, to Ikshvaku, and it went further to the kings. Yeah? Because who are the rulers? Kings. Kings are the rulers. And this knowledge was given to them. This supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession. And the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in the course of time, the succession was broken. and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. The question may come, how come that such an important, imperishable science of God, how could it go? Hmm? How could that happen? Krishna is saying that as the time goes, we know that how the yugas change, how the yugas evolve, and what are the symptoms of it. Yeah, the world is temporary, but the knowledge is not temporary. It's only that whoever has possessed it, somehow they, in the transition, okay, it was lost. And when such a knowledge is lost, we could see what happened. There was Kurukshetra. And this is what Krishna is saying. Sa evayam maya tedya yoga prokta puratana bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hi etat uttamam. He is saying that very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is today told by me to you because there is something very important here. Krishna is speaking the same science to Arjuna. First of all, it also is very important question. If Krishna knows everything, why did he go to Sandipani Muni? We know, right? In Vishnu Puran, we have seen, in Bhagavatam, we see that if Krishna knows everything, so is Sandipani Muni gave all Bhagavad Gita? Interesting, right? But Krishna is saying, he's very clear here. It is not that I got it from someone. Krishna, being the supreme personality of Godhead, he can re-establish the science as it is. And told me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend and can therefore understand the transcendental mystery of this science. So, if we see regularly, we are hearing the word science. Isn't it amazing? Because we thought this is a book of taking oath. We thought maybe it's a constitutional book, social science, or maybe this is a book for libraries. I don't know in which area should we keep this? Theology. Oh, very, very dangerous. If theology, then don't accept as science. It should. If you see, Bhagavad Gita is one of such a prominent book, so prominent that so many scientists, so many academics, philosophers, theologists, even one who made this nuclear atom bomb,
Open hand.
he learned Sanskrit mainly to read Vedas and Bhagavad Gita to understand it. After his first experiment was successful, he gave the credit to Bhagavad Gita. So a scientist is accepting. And who is that? Who has discovered atom? Neil Bohr. He appreciates Bhagavad Gita. So if you see scientists, they appreciate. It's only people who have envy towards the scriptures. They try to prove themselves, and in that process of proving, they create all kinds of disturbances. But who has achieved success, who are even Nobel laureates, they understand the importance of Bhagavad Gita because they refer, if they would like to understand the quantum physics, in so many ways. So definitely this is science. But this is not just material science. That is the reason people also refer Bhagavad Gita if they would like to understand what is life. Now, science is also finding what is life. What we know is very limited. What to know is unlimited. How? They refer to these books to understand the perspective. And in that way, we can see so many such great personalities. They are very eager to understand, and this book has been their companion. They have read it, they have come up with their own appreciation for the book, which means we are talking not about when Surya Bhagavan got it. At that time it is important, and even now it is important. Even more important because our scientists are not as experts as those scientists like Aryabhatta. For them to calculate, they don't need a calculator. Now, who is in a better position to understand this, to appreciate? On the other side, of course, because of what is it, Gen AI and big data and whatnot, so many things are there, isn't it? Through which now we can, okay, hoi hoi, कहाँ जा रहे? ए नया ट्रिक्स, इंडिया जाके नया ट्रिक्स सीख के आए. India is a coaching center for crying. Anyway, edit this, otherwise my image. No, no.
One question, Prabhu. How is it's such a relevant...
I didn't start my class. Okay, anyway, Bhagavad Gita also started with question. Okay, let's start.
Thank you, Prabhuji. It is such an important book. It is most integral part of our culture. But like in India, this is also not like our neighbors or families or our extended families. If I ask, nobody is reading it. So, but I see Mark Zuckerberg is tweeting that he's doing this, and Steve Jobs, and it's just very shameful that we have not read this and understood this, and people from other culture are accepting it wholeheartedly.
I was about to come to that part. Thanks. So I was just coming to that part because after reading 3-4 verses, we are just coming to that exact verse. No, no. I mean it's nice. That's how Krishna spoke, so that we have these questions. But as I said, the beauty of Sanatan Dharma is that we have great people who have great questions. Yeah, and also great people who can answer these questions. It's not like, okay, let's put it here. Do you really need to know how big is the what do you call this, universe? No, ideally not. But the science will challenge this, saying, hey, I want to know it because I can measure it. You show me if you can measure it. The first question of Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter, first verse is what? Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yudhsavaha mamaka pandavascheva kim akurvata Sanjaya. So Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya, please tell me what is happening in Kurukshetra, Dharma kshetra, Kurukshetra. Samaveta, who have assembled there, Yudhsava, Mamaka Pandavascheva, Kim Akurvata Sanjay. So, actually, I mean, we can go, as I said, this Bhagavad Gita, we can go how many years? We started our systematic study reading Bhagavad Gita on Sundays. It is 3.5 years. We are in the 17th chapter. And I think that I have not done proper justice. So I'm just thinking, after 18th chapter, start again. So much is there. Even in this first verse, we can already see what is the intention of Dhritarashtra. Intention of Dhritarashtra was, he was saying, what happens between Pandavas and Kauravas. But amazing, are Pandavas not Kauravas? They are Kauravas. Yeah. Kuru dynasty, it's not only that Duryodhana and Dusyasan and even Karna and everyone belongs to Kuru dynasty. But what Dhritarashtra is asking is, my Kauravas, those Pandavas. So, Sanjaya is asked this question which already is, this question is answered by Sanjaya, and in the process of answering, he is given the divine vision to see what happened in the battlefield. Now our problem is, come on, I don't have that divine vision. How can I awaken this divine vision? Any idea? Yeah, we are talking about Bhagavad Gita only.
Who asked this question?
I am asking you. Through reading, okay?
Through chanting, through reading.
Through chanting, yes? Understanding, questioning, challenging, doubting.
company of
No.
Vaishnavas who are already
Company of Vaishnavas.
who are already
We are important point is missed.
Wisdom.
Yeah, this is all wisdom only.
bhakti.
What is missing is, how am I sure if I understood it right?
What is right?
It is not just like appearing for a math exam where I know, okay, this chapter means if I mug up, you did your driving license, right? Theory. The questions are already given to you. Only thing is you have to mug up everything and just, everything is there. Is it so simple? Yeah, okay, self-study and then that's it. For this kind of book, a self-study. Of course, whenever we have time, we should also do self-study. But even if we do self-study, we could come to one level. The next level is coming only when what Krishna is saying. Tadviddi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya. Because pariprashna is part of our culture of understanding the jnana. Who was saying knowledge, right? Tadviddi pranipadena pariprashnena sevaya upadeshyantite jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Which means we cannot get this just by our own endeavor. Questions are there, but how to get it? By actually approaching a person who has already understood it. By approaching a person who is a Tattvadarshi. Tattva means nature. Darshi means who has seen the nature. It's not nature which is in the mode of goodness, passion or ignorance. We are talking about the nature which we want, that Krishna has presented. Which means when we go and ask them, they are going to give this. So easy, right? But there is also further. Pariprashnena sevaya. This seva is very important. We don't just go and ask anyone, right? Hey, can you please tell me? Or other person also thinks, why should I tell? There should be some relationship. And that's why someone said Guru. I don't know who was it. Yeah? That relation is very important. When we accept someone, Dheeraj and me, we meet together every day and he may tell me something, I may tell him something because we are friendly. Chalega. Yeah. If you don't accept, that's fine. If I don't accept, that's fine. And then Bhagavad Gita is also fine. Then we can't get it. But when we understand that, okay, Bhagavad Gita is something that just like we go to school traditionally, culture, develop that. So Bhagavad Gita also needs some who can explain the essence of it. Then we can appreciate the beauty of it. Otherwise, Bhagavad Gita can always be a book in our puja mandap, or what do you call, altar, or it can be a book of wisdom. But yeah, what about me? How can I tap it? How can I benefit from it? So tad sevaya, and then upadeshyantite jnanam. So we just don't go, I come to you and say, please tell me Bhagavad Gita, because I know you are very famous and expert. But you say, okay, join me on every Saturday, every Sunday or whatever, and I join. But if I don't ask you the questions, what is the value? So these two go hand in hand. First to serve, and it's not just only serving and just blindly following. There is also this pariprashna. Pariprashna is not just any casual question, but genuine question with a sense of wanting to learn. Because otherwise, why there is prashna and pariprashna? Why two words? And then we come to this, your question. We come to that four. We were just knowing, so Bhagavad Gita is not just 5000 years old. Bhagavad Gita is very, very old. It is, then Arjuna is asking a question. As I said, questions welcome here. Aparam bhavato janma param janma vivasvatah katam etad vijaniyam tvam ado proktavam iti. He's saying, hey, I think, are we not of same generation? I am 5000 years old, you are also 5000 years old. How come that you have given this to the Lord? Okay, you may have given, but That old? How can I accept it? Please tell me. I mean, he's not saying, hey, how can I accept it? Please, no. How can I accept it? Please. He's asking for our benefit, no? Because there is envy in me, so that envy can always make Krishna, how can I accept him? So, Lord is saying, Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tava Arjuna, tani aham veda sarvani, natvam veta parantapa. He's saying, many, many births both you and I have passed. ये 5,000 साल का नहीं चलता है, बहुत बहुत टाइम से चल रहा है. I can remember all of them, but you cannot. So that is our position. It's not that Lord is just saying, hey, I am great. No. It is that He is anyway great. Because we are not great, we are not able to understand that. And then Krishna is saying, you are talking about we are of same generation. Let me tell you important point. Ajopi san avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san prakriti swam adhishtaya sambhavami atma mayaya. The Lord is saying, I am unborn. It's no, there is no more case. Case is, what do you call dismissed. Dismissed. Why? He is saying, I am unborn. Then there is no conflict of generation. But because usually we like to trace back, hey, when was someone? Krishna is saying, I am unborn. Finish. And my transcendental body never deteriorates. And although I am the Lord of all living entities, I shall appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. So Krishna is saying that he appears. And then you all know this very wonderful verse. Yada yada. Why he is appearing? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abdyudhanam adharmasya. Yeah, I am coming. Srujami aham. Srujami means, it is said that Srija, Ja means appearance. Srija means manifesting. Ja means Janma. This word Janma is coming. Sometimes we know that Brahma is called Aja, Ajanabha. Aja means unborn. So Srijami is manifesting. It's not just born like any normal way. Whenever and wherever there is decline in religious principles, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of religion, at that time I descend myself. So, and then, why does he descend? He said every millennium he comes, but to do what? Paritranaya sadhuna vinasayata dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Very simple. So which means this gives so much hope that yuge means Kali Yuga, yuge means 21st century, yuge means March 15th Vina. He is there. The Lord is there. So he is saying every yuga he is there to protect. Is this book relevant or not? What is the fact? What is the proof? We'll go further. We go further, because this is what is very important. Because Krishna is saying, till now whatever I said is very tricky. First of all, Lord is saying that I know you from many lives. Just imagine, for us Krishna is Lord, but for Arjuna, still we didn't go to that Virat Roop, right? for him, he is very close friend. That's why he says, oh, unknowingly I have just been with you like a casual friend. We slept in the same bed, ate from the same plate, like that. Oh, what did I do? So Krishna now he is saying, hey, I am from unborn and everything, and for a good cause I come again and again. And then he is saying, one who understands janma karma cha me divyam yevam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naitmameti swarjuna. He is saying, if at all you can understand what I have said till now, that my appearance, manifestation or birth, janma and karma, the activities of the Lord, if you can understand this, janma karma cha me divyam. Divyam means extraordinary. Maybe divine has come from divya. Not ordinary. Divyam. It's extraordinary. The Lord's dealings with the devotees is extraordinary. We can't understand. Can we imagine to lift a rock on our little finger, we can't even imagine. The scientists can do so many things. They can't lift. Krishna lifted Govardhan hill when he was how old? You know days? 7 years, how many months? There is whole description precisely telling, very clearly telling to the date, how old was he when he did that. Amazing, right? For us, I forget phone numbers. Yeah. Those who have wrote everything, they have so precisely pinpointed saying, for example, if you see I had a friend of mine who was a Christian, and he said that we celebrate on 25th the Christmas, and I know that there is Serbians who celebrate on 5th of January. I asked, why is it so? They said, because we don't know exactly when Jesus appeared or was born. But we are very fortunate because these are very important. Why? When we know exactly that day, that becomes auspicious celebration. Like he said, today is holy. It's documented. It's not like, okay, we select one nice summer and then we say, hey, we have colors, what to do? Let's. No. We know that how the Lord released those times. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvatah. When we understand the nature of it, then what is the benefit of this? Why are we coming to here to sit and do kirtan, to discuss Bhagavad Gita? Tyaktva deham. When we leave this body, Tyaktva means to give up this body. Tyaktva devam punarjanmam. Naiti mameti swarjuna. Punarjanma naiti. Na iti. There is no appearance or no next birth. Naiti mameti, so Arjuna. He is clearly, so Arjuna is saying, certainly there is no birth after he dies if he understands my appearance, how did I appear, and what are my activities. Knowing is one thing, understanding is not so easy. Again, what do we need for understanding? Guru. Here we see that Eka Devo Nitya Leelanu. Anyway, so we go a little. I don't know who is keeping time. What is time? Because Pragati Mataji, you have to tell. When your husband is not there, you have to manage. So this goes further. How much faith do we have in all whatever just now we just discussed? Yeah, I accept Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, I accept Krishna. Yes. But when we have so much faith, are we applying what he is asking us to do? What he instructed Arjuna? As you said, Arjuna was in crisis. He did it. He followed the instructions of Krishna as it is. What about us? When we want a solution to understand whether it is relevant or not, we are still at that level. We still have question whether is it valid, is it suitable for this time? And Krishna is very clearly saying, it's up to you. Krishna is saying that if you know about my nature, then whatever we want, we don't have to go to MACD for happiness. We don't want to go any other way. He's saying the spiritual world is described so nicely in Srimad Bhagavatam. There, every word is a song, every step is a dance. There is no work, there is no IT industry, which can go up and down, which can. There is no crisis. There is no shortage of food. Hey, spiritual world, food. Yeah, of course. There is no shortage. Abundance, so much. If we want to go there, if we want to really, just we have to just follow. Here Krishna is saying, ye yata mam prapatyante tam tataiva bhajamyaham mam vatmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. This is very important. Krishna is saying, I reward everyone. But there is one condition. What is that condition? As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Krishna is saying, if you have this much faith, you will be awarded that much. Why? Why is it like this? Is Krishna doing any kind of trade deal where we say, okay, whatever you give accordingly? Why it should be? Otherwise, people take very cheaply. When Krishna is just like, imagine when then someone is so loving, and other person doesn't know reciprocating. What is the value of love? What is the value of love? We don't like, because when someone can give everything, but if you don't qualify, why should someone give it? Parth Prabhu, what is your room size? 30 square meters? That's it, na? Yeah. I'm going to fill the whole room with euros. Full.
What shall I do with
What will you do? Huh? This is the situation there. Once what happened was, there was a small Gurukul. Someone said, no, Gurukul school. Oh no, that's a different. No, there was a Gurukul. Everyone please hear, this is important. This Gurukul had Shishyas and Guru and Shishyas are there, and the Shishyas are expert in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, by all Adhyayan is going on. And then what happened is, there was this, they used to go from village to village. In every village, what they do? They preach Bhagavad Gita. And you're hearing? Yeah? What they are doing? They're teaching Bhagavad Gita. The Shishyas are very much enthusiastic. Yes. They came to a village where no one cared Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, no one is coming to our Gurukul here. One day, what the Shishyas did is, they want to test. They want to just make sure that the village people are attracted to Bhagavad Gita. What they did, in every Bhagavad Gita, they kept currency. Of course, I don't know what was the currency at that time. Let's use some dollars, euros. There was 100 euros. Pakka, close it. And then they kept all the Bhagavad Gita. They went, and after a day or two, I don't know what, they came back. The books didn't go. The books didn't go. That's nice. Yeah? That shows that maybe the one is not interested. But even money didn't go. Yeah, at least if book is not gone, muft mein paise to aa rahe hain. So no one took money. Then they went and told their guru that, see how careless they are. They didn't even come to touch the book. And guru said, you are foolish people. When they took the book, when they read, why will they take money? They have understood Bhagavad Gita so nicely, that's why they left money there. Then question may come, why did they not take the Gita? Because always questions will come, na? I don't know answer for that. Because they were so sincere that they have read Bhagavad Gita, they were already detached. Of course, for me, I forget so easily, so I need book always. They already could digest. That is the greatness of that village. Anyway, Parth Prabhu. So thank you. I know where to, what do you call, safe locker? Safe deposit locker. I know Parth Prabhu. If anyone has cash now, we can keep it there safe. Nothing will happen.
give to Satish Prabhu, Satish can
Satish Prabhu will make 10 times of it.
10 times.
Yeah. A room will become full of house capacity. Anyway, I still didn't hear anyone stopping, so I'll go on because. So Srimad Bhagavatam is telling that when Krishna is saying, I am going to reward according to what you like. Of course, I may desire a lot, but if I am not so sincere and appreciate that, in Srimad Bhagavatam there is this akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udarati tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. This is very important. Bhagavad Gita is a book for everyone. Kids can understand Bhagavad Gita. Now, if someone is interested, let me know. We can organize a kids program, exclusive for kids. Bhagavad Gita. No, this is not Kirtan. Bharat is writing, said, hey, this is boring Bhagavad Gita. Okay. You like Bhagavad Gita? Teachings of Bhagavad Gita? See? Then your hairstyle will change, your body language will change. That's why we don't take Bhagavad Gita. See what happened. See what happened. So, Bhagavad Gita is something that is relevant even today because as I gave few examples of its importance. First of all, book itself is God. The next thing is these are words of God. There is no difference. And the essence of Bhagavad Gita is telling us what is that going to give us. Ma Sucha means we want to be free from anxiety. Sarva Dharma Parinjancha. What Krishna is saying, he is concluding saying that after all, chapter 1, 2, 3, you can tell these days we are liking, what is it called? Yoga, right? Anyone likes yoga? Anyone tries yoga? Anyone does yoga? Yogis are here, huh? Okay. See, so fresh. Which yoga? Is it karma yoga? Who is doing yoga here? No one?
Physical yoga.
No. Because in this, Krishna is quite, he gives a list of all yogas. There is karma yoga, there is jnana yoga, there is dhyana yoga. There is this Ashtanga yoga. So all yogas are there. Even if someone want to know yoga, because these days yoga is, we know, at least the whole world knows yoga is the secret for peace and happiness, isn't it? As soon as, if anyone is in stress, they say, take some breathe. Where is it coming? You know what is Raja Yoga? Of course, this is also Raja Yoga, but you know, I'm just recollecting. Is it Raja Yoga? Yeah, I think it's so. The yoga technique of breathing, inhaling and exhaling, is a science which the yoga is telling. If you focus on your breath, then your mind is controlled. Similarly, if your mind is controlled, your breath will be controlled. Anyone tried that? You may have already known this.
Pranayama.
No pranayam. You don't have to think like that. Just as soon as you are hearing to me, you will not breathe. You can see. As soon as your mind is somewhere, no one is trying. Anyone still are breathing? Oh yeah, you are breathing. Please breathe. Yeah, please breathe. Anyway, that yoga is also there. If one wants to control mind, just they say focus on your breath, because the nadis, Sushumna nadi, Ida nadi, Pingal nadi, all this science is there where it is said the nadis needs, it is no parallel processing. There is no parallel processing that you are inhaling and focusing. No, it is very very sensitive. That's why people are said, if you want to have focus of mind, inhale deep breath, exhale deeply out. What is it? Kumbhaka, Rechaka, the third one? Kumbhak, Rechak. Kumbhak means fill, Rechak means exit. Third one is to hold. What is that holding? Kumbhaka, Rechaka. Anyway, today is not that yoga class. Puraka, sorry. Purak means to fill. Anyway, these are three. We have to see what is what. Puraka, Kumbhaka and Rechaka. Kumbhak means to hold on. Rechak means to exhale. Anyway, I know a lot. Yeah, that is karma yoga, jnana yoga, and all these yogas are there. But ultimately, Krishna is telling, if we want to know, we can just go to the 7th chapter. I mean, 7th, and then I'll go to the 18th chapter. I'm not going to cover the whole Bhagavad Gita today, but just want to emphasize how important it is for us, because there is a 6th chapter is telling about Dhyana Yoga. 6th chapter, the last verse, if you want, 43. Yoginamapi sarvesha mad gatir antaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo matah. The essence of all the purpose of all yogas is summarized in this one verse. 6th chapter, the last verse. Krishna is saying. And of all the yogis, whoever, whether one is karma yogi, jnana yogi, dhyana yogi, of all the yogis, the one with great faith who always abides in me, Shraddhavan, thinks of me within himself and render transcendental loving service. Shraddhavan, faith, bhajate means to serve, yomam, same, yukta tamo. Yukta tamo means he is so, he is perfect. Tamo means extreme, not tama. Tama means, ignorance. Tamo means extreme. Uttama, it's not like extreme foolish. Uttama means topmost. Huh? So, he is the most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. This is my opinion. Krishna is saying. When Krishna is saying is my opinion, it's not just like, okay, let's discuss. It's like, okay. It is not like Krishna is saying, hey, my opinion, let's hear what are you telling. No, Krishna is declaring that this is ultimate. Huh? Soft, because he's a friend, right? Arjuna. And then in the 7th chapter, which is the knowledge of absolute, because after all, when we know Krishna is one, we need to know who is he, absolute. Sri Bhagavan was, he is saying, Mai asakta manah partha yogam yunjan madashraya asamsaya samagram mam yatha gnasasi touch shrunu. Shrunu means what?
Listen.
To listen. Shravanam. Shrunvata katha. Krishna. Shrunvata. Forward. Shrunvatam katha Krishna. There is one word missing. Yeah, anyway, Shrunvata is coming, Shrunum, hearing, Shravanam. He is saying, hey, Krishna is saying, hey, listen what I am going to say. The Supreme Lord said, now hear, O son of Pritha, how by practicing yoga in full consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubt. We have not yet come to answer your question. That is coming. That's why I am just trying to come here. Jnanam te aham sabhignanam idam Vakshyami aseshatah yad gnatva neha bhuyo anyad gnatva avasyate. This is telling very important. How many of us like to read current affairs? Keep up to date what is happening in the world, science advancement, sports advancement, IPL 20, IPL 30. No one reads news?
Not every topic.
After this verse, I don't know what will happen. I'm just telling. That's why I'm just checking not to hurt feelings. Krishna is saying, quote unquote, not my words. Krishna is saying, on the strength of this, I'm saying, Krishna, I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. Phenomenal means what we need to know in this world. What is soil, what is earth, air, and all these things. Why is people are happy, not happy, and all these things. Everything. This is phenomenal. And not only that, Krishna is saying, I am also giving you Vijnanam. Jnanam and Vijnanam. What is the difference between Jnanam and Vijnanam is, Vijnanam means numinous. Means something which is beyond this material limits. And then, this being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know. What is Krishna saying? अगर भगवद गीता पढ़ेंगे तो बाकी कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. अभी अगर हम पढ़ना चाहते हैं तो अलग बात है. If we want to read, we can do. But Krishna is saying, if you know Bhagavad Gita, if you know what I am going to speak in this chapter, knowledge of absolute, which is 7th chapter, Krishna is saying you will know everything. You don't need to know anything else. You may have a question. If I want to know what happened to Germany re-election, and that is not there in this book, no? No, it's not there. In that way we may see, hey, there is not, this book is not encyclopedia of everything what is happening, what will happen, and it's not like a Nostradamus who has said, what is going to happen in the future and etc. It is telling to understand who we are. When we understand who we are, then we don't care what is happening in Germany or whether it is US or whether it wherever. We are not interested. Why? Because we don't know who we are. That's why we are interested in so many things which are not so relevant. Now tell, On that strength, is this book covering everything? And is it not relevant? Very relevant. Why? Because do we still know answers to 5 questions? Oh, let's start with one question. Or let's start with one very simple. Who am I? Yes. Soul. Yes. Don't know. Who am I? How can he? You are soul, you are soul. How is it possible? I thought you are Vibhav and I thought he is Bharat.
Everybody has a soul.
Everybody has soul. Is it everybody has rupees or what? Abhijit Prabhu, who are you? My God. Harish Prabhu, you have to take a break from reading paper. You have to first read first full Bhagavad Gita. Anyway, I'm joking. You can read. But we don't know who am I. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing, right? Who am I? The kids said something because they heard something. Huh? Who is that Jackie Chan? Who am I is a movie. See? Reading is dangerous. Seeing is even dangerous. Amazing, right? But by the way, who am I? What did Jackie Chan say?
He forgets his past.
He forgets his past. That's why he don't know who is he.
So he just want to trace out actually who he was actually.
We also forget our past. We are also in the same situation. We are tracing out who am I? Who am I? The scripture says a very nice technique to know who am I. Everyone want to know what is this? Yeah? Ready? Everyone ready? Raise your hand. 2 hands means no, it's too much. 1 hand is enough. Yeah. No, you please raise. Are you this hand or is hand yours? Hand is yours. Everyone agree? So far, so good? I ask also kids. This is easy question. Now second hand. Now the second hand. Is both hands yours or your hands? What about eyes? Do you belong to eyes or does I belong to you? Yeah, you can be free. We want to do. Yeah, this is a thesis. We don't know, right? We are experimenting.
Well, sometimes we belong to the eyes, or sometimes I belong to us. When we have control.
The question here was interesting. You didn't get it. I didn't say I. I said I. That's why I was really.
I heard eyes.
Yeah, it's I only. What to do? But anyway, yeah, you were telling something.
But that's not valid. Question was only different. No? I thought you said eyes, so I was like, sometimes eyes belong to us,
Okay.
sometimes we belong to the eyes. When we don't have control, our eyes are controlling our mind. And sometimes we have control, we can control what we want to see and what we don't want to
Now I want to know who is that which is controlled by I. Eyes. Okay. Nice question, right?
Yeah.
Boring, right? We can make it more exciting. The scriptures say that when you go with the principle of neti, 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 I don't know in which language neti is ghee, but it's naiti. So in the scriptures it is said that when you start saying I am not this, I am not this, I am not this, what is left is you. Very tough, right? Not so easy. So some in the mode of seeker mode, they start doing this exercise. I am not this body, I am not this body, I am not this body. So then who am I? Which means I am not this, I am not belonging to this. Because of this self-exploration, They may come with something. There was a scientist, no, not a scientist, a theologist. I forgot his name. He is a German, Tolle. Eckhart Tolle, anyone know?
Eckhart Tolle, yeah.
See,
Famous
see,
philosopher.
very famous.
Yeah.
When he was 29 years old, he had a realization. The realization was, at that time he was going tremendous depression. It exploded so much that that day he couldn't bear anymore. And after, when he slept next day morning, he felt lot of relief. Then he started conceptualizing this, that which left me free from depression, that he thought that is I. So, anyone can come with that self concepts, anything. That's why we have to be careful that we refer to the right scriptures to go through this exercise under the guidance. It's just like, na, have you seen any advertisements? At least in South India, we see these advertisements of Thumbs Up and Pepsi. Have you seen this? The guy will drive like anything onto the sky, and there is a disclaimer down. Don't do it. Huh?
Done by professionals.
Yeah, done by professionals. I don't know who is that professional. You know who is the professional? Graphic designer. Yeah. So it is said that Gnanam he ye hum avijnanam. So we want to know the knowledge that we need to understand, because otherwise people will say, hey, Bhagavad Gita is crazy. It's always telling to become spiritual. What about my food? We need to maintain this house, we need to create everything. So no, Krishna is saying, I am going to explain you what is this whole world is made up of. There is this 3 levels. There is this real body, which is made of 5 elements, gross elements, gross body. There is subtle body. What is that? What is the subtle body? Sukshma Sharir. What is it?
So,
Hey, come on. Already, no, there is more.
Mind, intelligence, ego.
Mind, intelligence, and false ego.
The Sushma body.
Sushma. Why? Because can you see your mind? Can you see your intelligence? I can see you, not you can't. You can't see. I can see your intelligence. How? With experience. But I can see this body. Science is able to touch surface of this. It is able to use hormonal research work to understand the mind. But what about intelligence? KI. What is KI?
Artificial.
Kunst intelligence.
Yes.
See? Amazing, right? We are advancing. We will see after 10 years what happens to Kunst intelligence. Now every company says we want to have Kunst intelligence in everything because it saves a lot of money. When the people start, what do you call this? Filing, what do you call?
IPOs?
No. When people start filing allegation or no.
Litigations.
Litigation, no, not even litigation. Filing cases basically. Hey, you have violated my that privacy, this privacy. We know again the famous hero, Mark Zuckerman. Zucker King, what is his name?
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
GDPR related.
That is nothing for him. Every day I keep hearing in the news, radio. While I drive kids to the school, I make sure that 5-10 minutes I hear the news. Why? Because to understand how dangerous in where we are. It is not that I have interest. Just to appreciate the dangers around us, I keep a watch. Don't think otherwise, hey, you are telling something and you are doing something. No, Baba. Don't have interest in news at all. So Krishna is declaring that this is the everything. What you need to know, it is there. Manushyanam sahasreshu. This is answering your question. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatpata. Wow. It is saying, out of many thousands among men, one may endeavor for protection, and of those who have achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. So your question, what was your question? Now you know answer. Sahasranam Manushanam Sahasreshu.
One.
Sahasra here, he said out of many thousands. Sahasra can mean out of many than thousands. Out of many thousands means, yeah, it is not out of one. Yeah, we know Sahasranam means how many names?
1,000.
That's why we think Sahasra means thousand.
Yeah.
Sahasreshu means thousands of thousands. Manushanam Sahasreshu. Why? He says because endeavor perfection are only one. Out of that people who want perfection, they among so many, only one may know me as it is. So even if you go and say, please read Bhagavad Gita, they'll say, hey, I am not in that list. But should we stop doing it? Should we stop doing it? We don't know. Because Krishna is all merciful. It is not that, okay, there is already a, what do you call this? A list of people dedicated. When the person is walking on the street, there will be some flash, not tube light, flashlight. So then we can go and ask him. No, Krishna is all merciful that he is giving every opportunity to everyone so that we can be part of it. Just like how now we have come here to read and discuss Bhagavad Gita, this already says that, hey, we are very fortunate that we could join that list. In that way, when Srila Prabhupada went to the US, he spread the teachings of Bhagavad Gita to so many. Prabhupada didn't say, hey, Bhagavad Gita is an Indian book, na? Bhagavad Gita is for India, na? Just like Jagannath is for whom? Odisha. Or only for Indians.
Jagannath is for Jagat.
Jagannath is for Jagat. No, it's nice name. No, for namesake, he is Jagannath. Krishna. No, he is the Lord of the universe, which belongs, Russia belongs to the universe, US belongs to the universe. So this Bhagavad Gita is for everyone. Okay, time. No, I'll close it. See, at least someone dare to say. Yeah. So this is answering your question. Basically, this is very important. And what is the purpose of this Bhagavad Gita? Because, come on, ISKCON, I heard sometimes some people say, ISKCON is only talking about Bhagavad Gita. They don't know anything else or what? But at least basics, na? If we don't pass LKG, UKG or nursery, why do we want to dream about PhD? Yeah, it's not that there are no books. Yeah, there is Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is Srimad Bhagavatam. There is so many books that my capacity I can't even understand. I am very safe in the hands of Bhagavad Gita because at least Krishna is telling in so simple words so that I could understand, relate to it. So I have no ego to say why ISKCON is having. ISKCON has a treasure of books, libraries. Yeah, for example, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj has a big library of books which he already read all the books. Not that he has a book library. He read all that. But when you hear to his classes, he speaks Bhagavad Gita. Why? Why Maharaj is speaking? So that whoever is joining, they need to understand. He can give very nice tikas from different acharyas and very nicely say everything. No, he presents it so simple. If you hear, you understand. Wow, bhakti is so simple, so easy. And in the purport, Prabhupada is saying, what is the purpose of this? Is Shruti Smriti Puranadi Pancharatra Vidhi Vina Aikantiki Harer Bhaktir Utpatayeva Kalpate. What is happening? Devotional service. Again, bhakti, devotional service of the Lord that ignores the authorized Vedic literature like Upanishad, Puranas, Narada Pancharatras, are simply an unnecessary disturbance to the society. Which means freestyle devotion can be big disturbance to the society. Have you seen someone so many uh, uh, yeah, we may think, hey, there is so much bhav in it. No, that Krishna, let Krishna deal with that. No problem. But what is happening? I am saying someone will tell, if you come 17 Saturdays to a temple and dig a hole under the, what is that tree? People tree. See, you know facts and figures.
Saturday is always people tree.
Acha. Yeah. And then today is Saturday, no? At least we should have a kunst people tree. So all this Shruti, Smriti, Puranadi, Pancharatra Vinavidin, all these things is waste if we do not appreciate them and use them for what? To establish ourselves in bhakti. Otherwise it is disturbance for oneself to the society. अतः श्री कृष्ण नामादि न भवेद ग्रह्यम इंद्रिये सेवन मुखे ही जिह्वादौ स्वयं एव स्मृत अद. So how to get this bhakti? How to be in this one in the million people? Sahasra means so many. How to be this one person? The trick is here. Atah Sri Krishna Namadi. No one can understand Krishna as he is. That is our problem. And Krishna is saying, if you understand, then only I will reward. Right? Krishna is saying, I reward to the extent of how much you have faith in me. How to solve this problem? How to get Krishna? Atah Sri Krishna Namadi, it is said, the power. No one can understand Krishna as he is by the blunt material senses, but he reveals himself to the devotees, being pleased when with them for their transcendental loving service to him. Which means, when we render service with love and affection, just how we did nice bhajan or kirtan with lot of devotion, that what is attracting Krishna, that he himself want to give bhakti to us. He himself want to give blessings to us. Otherwise, there is no question of earning bhakti by our effort. We may think, hey, I'm doing great service, I'm doing this, but if it is mechanical or if it doesn't please the Lord, we won't get it. And last 5 minutes, because we want to cover the Bhagavad Gita. No? What was it? Discuss about Bhagavad Gita and its relevance. I'll go just to speed up the last purport of the last chapter of the last verse. Yeah, see, rich man, his dreams comes true. Only thing is, this purport is very lengthy, but I'll. I think we may know this, right? Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanudharaha, Tatra Sri Vijayor, Bhutir Dhruva Matir Mama. It is confirmed that where Krishna and Arjuna are there, then there is victory. We all want victory, isn't it? Why this sloka is here is purport is explaining. The Bhagavad Gita began with an inquiry of Dhritarashtra. He was hopeful of victory of his sons. That was, as I said, I didn't go into detail of the first verse. But the point of that first verse was what? So that Dhritarashtra want to know, hey, do my sons have any chance against Pandavas? Because he was more focused on that. But where was the battle? Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre. It is that place where only Dharma can be established. And not only that, who was present there? Yogeshwara. And who was else present? Partha, who was a devotee of the Lord. When devotee and the Lord are there, what happens? There is always victory. When we want victory in our life, what we should do? We should become devotees. Very simple. The whole Bhagavad Gita is telling that. The whole Bhagavad Gita is telling Sarva Dharma Parinjaja Mamekam Sharanam Raja. This is telling that become my devotee. Then Moksha Ishyami Masucha. Moksha. Whatever we are thinking, oh, freedom from suffering, freedom from this world, freedom, whatever. Na? Moksha Ishyami Masucha. I am going to give you that what we want. So is this still relevant or not? Again, still a question. Okay, this is book. Book written long back. What is the validity now? Again, anything can happen. There are so many who have transformed their life even now. As I was mentioning, when so great personalities who have good political background or philosophical background or academic background, why are they reading Bhagavad Gita? It is saying, someone says Bhagavad Gita is for managers to manage well. Service, what do you call servant manager? No? Servant leadership. Are you part of it? The truth is, you can be a dictator, but you cannot be dictator for long. Eventually, you have to come to the servant leadership model. Why? That is the nature. For some time, because you can create all hype and etc. to maintain yourself, I am great. The fact is, everyone is servant. Krishna is saying this all through to explain us our identity, our real position. Who am I? Bhagavad Gita in 18 chapters, Krishna is saying there are 5 important things, subjects, 5 things. Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. Amazing, right? We just scratched ourselves to understand who am I. Of course, if I don't tell, you may assume that I am Ishvara. So let me tell what are these 5 things. Ishvara means, Ishwar means controller, supreme controller. Lord Brahma is saying in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Cause of all causes, supreme controller. Brahma is saying Ishvara and Krishna is saying. And if we accept Bhagavad Gita as a devotee, then it's very clear because every chapter is coming to that point to understand that devotee means accept me. Yoginam api sarvesham. Of all the yogis, the best yogi is the one who worships me. Finish. Please don't feel like, don't think that Krishna is egoist. Maybe our managers can be egoist. They want all credit. Krishna doesn't want all credit. He just wants to establish the truth. If Krishna wants all credit, what will he do? He becomes Partha Sharati or what? Is it such a great role? Anyway? If Arjuna becomes famous, what will come to Krishna? Hey, no, all credit I will give it to you. No, it is the other way that Krishna is giving all credit to Arjuna. Why? Because Arjuna is devotee of the Lord. He wants to make sure, for example, whenever we are doing something, we want to be in the background. We always want to project a devotee in the foreground. Wow, you have done wonderful. You have done that. You have done this. Why? Because Krishna likes that. Krishna himself is showing. When the time came, right, when Krishna and Arjuna, they got down the chariot. Who was protecting the chariot? Right? What happened to the chariot? It just simply burnt. Now, who is great? So, is there any problem if Krishna says, I am great? If he is great, he can say. Why he has to say? Because others will say, I am great. I am always there. I say, hey, I am great. Krishna, you are in the background, no one will see. Foreground people are more important. No, servant leadership, I am just telling with that. So, Krishna is saying, so Ishvara, first thing, Krishna is saying, Ishvara, the supreme controller. Controller, and you can see that whole chapters are explaining that. The second is very important, Jiva. It is not Jiva Ayurveda in no. You went there? You are smiling? Jiva is Jiva Atma. Yeah? As they were saying, I am soul, I am soul. What is that soul? Nainam Chindanti Shastrani. The soul, the slokas are telling what is the nature of the soul. Nainam Dahati Pavakaha. Nachainam Kledayantyapo. Nasoshayati Maruta. There is no, what do you call, you can't destroy the soul. So, I mean, I'll not cover that, otherwise, night out, okay, na? So, second thing is Jiva, because I saw your house is big. So, Jiva, third one is Prakriti. The place where we are living, what is it made of? Why people are suffering? I thought Germany is such a nice place. No, I see suffering here also. Where should I go now? Denmark अच्छा है. Polar region. The good thing is, yeah, ice is melting. So nice. Global warming, ice is melting. I can go and have a house there. What is the nature? How is this made of? Not only these five elements, it is influenced or under the control of Prakriti Krimanani, Gunakarmani Sarvasaha, Ahankara Vimudatma, Kartaham iti manyate. A person who is thinking, I am the doer, I am doer, that is done by whom, Prakriti. The nature is making us feel that I am the doer, I am this body. Opposite of servant leadership. And he is saying this Shakti is also my Shakti only. When we say Prakriti, it's energy, nature. And Lord is saying all energies are coming from me. In fact, the Jivatmas are also my Shakti. So three things over. What is the fourth one? Kal. Oh my God, Mahakal. Time. That's why I always ask, Harish Prabhu, I am a time up, time up, time up. There is someone who is maintaining time. Maybe my battery for the watch is gone, but time will still continue. Time, without time, you can't imagine how it would be. So time is the fourth subject. And Krishna says, what is it? Nature. Nature of Kal. The beauty of Kal is, here we are under the control of time. In the spiritual world, time is under the control of the Lord. If Lord wants now it should be a summer, then it becomes a summer. Can we try that here? We only have to move country. Where is it? Africa or some other place where there is summer. Yeah, see, we are also gods. No? We can also manage. And the fifth one, karma. Why good things happen to bad people? Amazing. I can't accept it. Do you like it, Mataji? Why good things happen to bad people? Can it happen really? I can't tolerate. It's so much inconvenient for me. Why always happens? Not once. Always it happens. Why good thing happen only to bad people? Why? I am also there. I am also a good person. Sometime it should happen, na? No. But always bad things happen to good people. Why? Is it only perspective? People may think, hey, it's perspective. No. It's really happening. Why?
Karma.
Karma is yes, but I think that because when we say bad things happen to good people is because when God is helping us wipe out the bad karma. So it is actually, we are getting free of whatever we did in the past life and we don't know the reason that if it happened or not. But then that is Lord's way of clearing the path for us.
Is it that Lord's way of clearing or is it our way of clearing? This is a very important point. Anyway, not today, no? Because again it is 1 hour topic. 5 subjects: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. 4 things are eternal except karma. That's why I was saying it is in our hand to clear off our karma, karmic reactions. Other things, nothing. We are under their control. Eternal means they have been existing from time immemorial. They will exist also in future time immemorial. Who are they? We are also one, Jiva. So you may think, hey, why should we have this class today? We can have next year, afterwards, next life, life after life. Why we should have Bhagavad Gita today? I don't know. Harish Prabhu asked, I spoke. Harish Prabhu arranged, I don't know anything.
Yes, Harish Prabhu.
You have to answer. Why did you want to hear Bhagavad Gita today? She is smiling. Is it because she told or?
Valid answer.
Until you say we can't move.
We want peace in our life.
We want peace in our life.
We want to slow down.
Want to slow down.
We are running behind the things.
We want to hook on to the right thing. We don't want to just go with the flow. Huh? Yeah, nice. Nice. I hope others also have some other nice expectations from Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has one expectation from us, to please surrender to him. He's not demanding. He's not like a monarch that he's saying, hey, you become my slave. People usually think when we say servant, servant is very cheap role. Servant? Servant leadership? It looks nice, polished. But servant? All the time servant? I want some break. All the time servant is too much. Krishna is saying, servant is very, very high. Why? Because service can conquer Krishna. Nothing else can conquer Krishna. What does this conquering means? It's not like, you're taking a sword and then say, better. Right? This conquering means Krishna himself becomes attracted for the service of the devotees. Why? Because with love and affection, one says, please come. Please. That's why, anyway, this Krishna Leelas, right? No one wanted that Krishna doesn't come to their house to steal butter. You got it right? Everyone goes and complains to Yashoda Mai, hey, your Krishna came and ate. They need some subject to discuss about Krishna, na? That's why they used to arrange Makhan such a way that he comes, he takes and goes. And Krishna knows, because they have opened, it's an open deal, they want me to come. That's why he used to go. It's not, otherwise why will he go? When Duryodhan came and asked, come and have dinner with me, all the items are there. Where did he go? Vidra's house. Why? Krishna want to be with devotees. And how to become devotee? This book. When we become devotee, peace will come, slowdown will come, all will come. If we become devotee. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Thank you very much. I don't know if it was exciting or exhausting.
Was exciting.
Any quick questions? Anyone have any thoughts to share? Yes, please.
Maybe it's kind of a stupid or what, I don't know. So, as you said, in Bhagavad Gita, does anywhere mention except the Krishna as a Bhagavan? Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma, other gods are there, right?
Okay.
So, does anywhere it is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita?
Krishna has mentioned that there are demigod worships, there are devatas, and devatas are worshipped. And in fact, Krishna is saying that the faith of someone worshipping a devata is in fact coming from me. So, and that's why he says, instead of eating like this, eat like this.
Yeah, so it's been, so you mean like it's indirectly mentioned?
Yeah, devatas. Yeah, what's your good name?
Yeah, Suresh.
Yeah. So I say, okay, whoever have come for this program, you are included in it. Yeah. Otherwise, कितने देवता है माता जी? 33 करोड़. Bhagavad Gita will be like Mahabharata.
My actual doubt is what is the link between the Hinduism and Bhagavad Gita?
What is the link? I didn't get it.
What is the link between Hinduism and Bhagavad Gita? Because in India normally everybody says like Hindus, मतलब Bhagavad Gita होता है. मगर when it comes to Hindus, there are a lot of gods and a lot of people believe other gods even. But Hinduism, मगर ये भगवद गीता में तो ये सबकी नाम तो नहीं है ना, सब भगवान की नाम है.
Because everyone have accepted Krishna as supreme, so there is no problem. So just like if your company head is going to write something and say, okay, you all have to follow this, everyone need not write a book and say you also have to follow this. Why? Because they have approved, they have accepted what Krishna is saying. That's why, for example, in Brahma Samhita, Lord Brahma is saying, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachit Ananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. The cause of all causes is Ishvara Parama Krishna. So there is one. And there are so many wonderful prayers that are offered by Lord Shiva in the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. And recently, what are we reading? And Hamsaguhya prayers in Bhagavatam that are offered by Lord Brahma. They just glorify the greatness of Lord, and they glorify Sankarshanas, who is none other than Krishna. So it is. It's not like, okay, Bhagavad Gita doesn't. It's not that someone else is not speaking, that's why it's not relevant. It is that Krishna has spoken, as I said, when the creation came, and then at the time this was presented, came, and it is accepted. Why? Because it is science. Whether science you tell or I tell, it is science. And Krishna being supreme, I think it's right that he tells. And others follow. Very simple. Because have you heard this book called Gita Mahatmyam? This is the book written, is Lord Shiva is telling to Parvati the glories of Bhagavad Gita. Every chapter, how important it is, how that every chapter was blessed. You can refer this. So, for example, there is a nice incident that has happened, that a king has done something wrong and etc. But you know what? When he became a preta, when he was on a banyan tree, at that time there was someone who was reading Bhagavad Gita of that chapter. Because he was reading, hearing, he got his own body. So this is what Lord Shiva is telling to Parvati about the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. So this is one reference. And in that way there are references which are highlighting Adi Shankaracharya. Maybe we may say, okay Lord, Adi Shankaracharya, he has also spoke. This is also called Gita Mahatmya, which is having like 30 verses or so, which highlights the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. Who is saying this? Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya is saying, where he is saying, if you go to Ganges, if you take a bath, you are cleaning your body. But if you are reading Bhagavad Gita, then you are clearing your all sins. So that is the position of Bhagavad Gita. And that's why we see that it's not like only Hinduism. Of course, it's more Sanatana Dharma from where we see, which means it encompasses everything, everyone, every belief system, whether it is at a level of tamas, rajas, sattva or beyond. So this wisdom, what we are accessing through the Vedas and Puranas, it is having everything for all kind of possible people. Just like, for example, you have a company. You will not have jobs only for the managers. No? There should be someone who is working class. So the wisdom also is there according to one's class, one's refinement. Yeah. And this is what is thoroughly given in Bhagavad Gita. That is the reason the beauty of Bhagavad Gita is, it is Krishna's direct words. Yeah? and of course Krishna himself is showing that he is supreme, and one may say, okay, yeah, then the avatars. Krishna is saying also that even all his expansions who are worshipped in different demigods or the devatas are still part and parcel. Yeah, he is saying, um, what is that? Namaivamsa Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. No, this is telling about the supremacy of the Lord on the senses. Now I am looking for this Bhoktaram Yagnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram.
Yeah.
Sarvaloka, it's not just only Odisha, it's not Germany, Sarvaloka. Now again, Loka is not just one Loka, there are so many Lokas, and Lord is saying, I am the master of Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Ishvara means controller, Maheshwara means I am supreme controller. And if someone would have problem, they would have objected. No? They would say, hey, this book is not for us. At least no one said that. Yeah? Because there are so many who have spoken. Shankara Bhashya is there. Adi Shankaracharya, there are four sampradayas. There is Rudra Sampradaya, there is Sri Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, fourth one, Brahma Sampradaya. All the four sampradayas, they have, the acharyas are even still now, referring to the tikas, the commentaries that they have written on Bhagavad Gita. I encourage you to please read that, so that then it gives us a holistic approach about the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. I don't know if... Yeah, thank you. Okay. Then, what does it mean? We finally have ended this nice relevance subject of Bhagavad Gita. What should we do now? Take prasadam, arti? No. See? But what do you want to do going forward? Prasadam will anyway come. What about Bhagavad Gita? If anyone is interested to take part in these kind of nice programs that are happening around, you can let Harish Prabhu know. And we can also do programs here if you are interested. The next thing is, if it's too difficult to come, we have very nice program in our temple. Every day morning 4:30. Of course we can't reach so early, but morning 4:30 till evening programs are there. Otherwise there are also online options. Krishna is coming closer to us. Let's make best of it. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki. Jai.